Good evening, guys, and welcome back. This is the GEST IDC July Grand Finals, and this is going to be all of the action summed up, all of the action coming to a grand conclusion here. This is your Grand Finals. This is it. This is what everyone's been waiting for on Playoff Sunday. This is going to be Neolution Esports up against Pacific Emacs in a best-of-3 affair. We're going to see whether or not the returning champions Pacific Emacs, formerly known as BadBurn, can repeat their championship title, which they got last year. Neolution Esports looking to get there first. This is their first time making it far in the playoffs. Back in February, I believe, they made it into the top 4. I think they ended up getting 3rd or 4th place, but that's the only month where they've had a decent result. Since then, they've struggled to make it to the playoffs. They've struggled to even get through the playoffs. They've struggled to get through the playoffs, let alone get into the playoffs at certain months. And we're going to see how they do here up against a very, very tough opponent, an opponent who managed to win the championship title last month. We're going to see what's going to happen this month as everything comes to an absolutely epic conclusion here. Neolution Esports on the Scourge team, Pacific Emacs on the Sentinel side, banning out the Prophet, Invoker, Darkseer over on the Scourge side with Neolution Esports banning out the Rubik, Techies, Earthshaker, and first pick straight into the Naga Siren. No questions asked, banning a hero BadBurn would have loved to have picked up. And this is the Neolution Esports, formerly known as Tell Me Why. They had some great results last month. They came in as a wildcard team, and Neolution Esports said, hey, these guys are good. These guys are better than our old team. Screw our old team. Let's get these guys. So these guys are now playing under the Neolution Esports banner. So this is, in some ways, this team now, this roster has only had good results in GSC IDC. And it was only last month where they started playing under the Neolution Esports team banner. And we're going to see how they managed to do this month round. They have had some great results so far. They made it to the grand finals. We'll see what they can come up with. Something to talk about, something to be able to note is they banned out Techies, and this is because last month BadBurn absolutely dominated the field using Techies. They were playing with a stand-in though. They were playing with Nico, who is a Techies specialist, quote unquote, and he is not actually playing this month, so it's very unlikely they'd go for that Techies pick. I don't think it's something they would opt for without having Nico in their roster. But nonetheless, Neolution Esports says, we're not taking any chances. We're going to ban the Techies. We're going to make sure that you don't get your hands on that. So it is a Techies ban anyways. And we're going to see the next few picks unfold. DK and Puck picked up for Pacific. And got to talk quickly about this Puck. He has been getting picked up constantly by teams this month around. He has been pretty much one of the favorite picks this month and had great success. I haven't seen too many games where Puck has actually lost. Last game we saw iZone use it. We saw Mineski use it in some of their games that they did manage to win up against MSI. We've seen a lot of Puck, and we'll see him once again here over on the Neolution Esports side, picking up some very solid, sort of stable picks. They pick up the versatile Windrunner, probably going to be in that solo lane at bottom. Can be played as a support, but you're probably looking at a side lane solo Windrunner. Even a solo mid Windrunner is a more likely possibility. The Ancient Apparition picked up, which is going to probably run into that support role. He tends to go play as a support, look to combo him with a hero like Naga Siren. You've got the Ensnare, you can follow it with a Cold Feet, and you've got a nice deadly combo. You can complete that with a third hero, a Nuka, a Disable, that can just give you a lot of killing power in that tri-lane. Pacific Emacs, Shadow Demon going to be the support option that they go for with their third pick. Going to be running that and that part of their tri-lane, and you're looking at DK solo mid, Puck as a side lane solo, and then some sort of aggressive tri-lane. These Filipino teams love their aggressive tri-lanes, and as a result, Sanking is the ban for now, so no AoE star coming from the Sanking, but there's still plenty of options. I mean, you can see Rubik has actually, what I'm talking about, Rubik's actually been banned out, so you're looking at Shadow Demon, Leshrak still in the pool, you can get some Chain Stunner, Leshrak, Lina, you've got these stunning heroes, you can see plenty of options there. Chaos Knight as well, something you could team up with the Shadow Demon, such a great combo because you get the illusions hitting down, you disrupt the enemy hero, you follow up with a stun and a reality rift, and you've got their hero's own illusions pelting away on them, doing additional damage, and as a result, it does make a scary combo. So something like a Chaos Knight as a last ban here could go well for Neolution Esports. Pacific going to ban out the Beastmaster, and there's an Omni Knight ban, in fact, a hero that I think BadBurn used in one of their games in the Grand Finals last month. Not going to be picked up here this time round. They'll have to go for something else. I think it was a Morphling Omni Knight combo they had. Morphling still in the pool, and this to me looks like, well, Pacific Emacs, they're going to go Morphling for their tri-lane. I mean, it just fits in so well. They've had great success with it. It's the route they like to take. It's the hero they like to pick, and we'll see if it is going to be picked up again for them here in the Grand Finals, game number 1. It is. I mean, to me, it's something they may as well pick up now. They don't want Neolution Esports to take it. Sure, they've already got a hard carry in the Naga Siren, but Naga Siren can always double as a support. They could run support Naga Siren with the Ancient Apparition as the dual supports and have Morphling to round off that Trial Lane. And you've got a scary looking Trial Lane. Ensnare and Tidal Gush can, what was it, Riptide or whatever it's called, can work as in a sort of combo as a support hero. So you could easily see it as a secondary support. You could see them go for the Morphling as well. So I think Pacific Emacs here just want to go for the Morphling right now. If they want to have that option, they can have the DK at mid. They can go into that situation, into that setup where you've got Biobus playing the solo mid DK again. They've got Chen who played the Morphling, and that's sort of the same setup which they had in their semi-final matchup against SVR-ES, where they managed to come out on top. It was a close, nail-biter game. SVR-ES gave them a run for their money. They put up a hell of a fight representing Cambodia, but in the end, it was a win for Pacific. So we're going to see what they want to go with here. They're really thinking this one through. They ban out the Queen of Pain for now, probably considering whether or not to ban that Morphling or not, and we'll have to see whether or not Neolution grab the Morphling, but I have a feeling they're going to be happy with the Naga Siren carry. Naga Siren more likely to fit into that role here with their picks, with their bans, and it's going to be up to them whether or not Pacific Esports still have it as a viable pick for that 4th slot. And it's going to be a Kunkka. Oh, this is interesting. This is nice. This was used just now by the iZone Gigabyte team, and now Neolution Esports going to try their hand at it, and that's a hero that can fit into that trial and with the, well, you're looking at maybe a support Naga Siren. I mean, I said that might not be, and that they'll run it as a carry, but they can still run it in that trial and with Ancient Apparition and Kunkka as a scary looking trial lane. We'll see what the 4th pick is going to be for Pacific Emacs. What is going to be the last one? Where do they want to head with this? Is it going to be a Morphling? He's got the survivability, but they're going to go with a Weaver. Speaking of survivability, that's a hero with plenty of survivability. Shikuchi with such a low cooldown, going invis and just moving at max movement speed and the time lapse. 2 great spells for getting away. Line immediately grabbed by Neolution Esports, and that's what you need against heroes like Weaver. Even against heroes like Morphling, the survivability. And they're going to, what am I talking about? The heroes with survivability, you want the disables. You want the disables from a hero like Line, the Hex, the Impale, great for preventing them from using their escape spells. And we're going to see what Pacific want to go with instead, and we'll see how they want to round up their line. Probably just going to get some defensive support here and now. They've already got their 3 farmers, with the Puck going to go top, I imagine. Could go bottom, depending on where Weaver wants to be. Could be a trial lane top with the Weaver, but they go Puck as a side lane solo, DK as a solo mid, Weaver as another side lane hero, the Shadow Demon supporting, and what's going to be their other support? Maybe something like an Ogre Magi we've seen. We saw, I think it was iZone, use the Ogre Magi plus Keeper of the Light combo, and that worked out really well for them. We'll see how Pacific Emacs want to play this one. What are going to be their last 2 picks as we do head on into your first game, number 1 of your grand finals. Neolution Esports have got their 5 heroes. Pacific Emacs have just 1 left. They're using up most of their extra time, really thinking this one through, deciding where they want to go, what they want to pick, and we're going to see how they want to play this one out. It is going to be 27 seconds, 26. What is it going to be? Game number 1. You want to get off to that good start. You don't want to be dropping game number 1 and going into game number 2 with a 1-game deficit. Such an important moment. And holy crap, we're going to see an Undying, a Dirge. Always something thrown into the works that is just a bit unusual, a bit unexpected. And it's going to be an Undying. Pacific Emacs not afraid to take chances, not afraid to use some unusual, unconventional picks here. And we're going to quickly run through what they have completed their lineup with now. And we're going to have, representing the Philippines for the first time in many, many months, it is not an all-Filipino finals. We have got Pacific Emacs, formerly known as BadBurn, playing on the Sentinel side. We have got NMAE playing the Undying. We've got DK in the hands of Bayabas. We've got the Shadow Demon being played by Dom. We've got Weaver in the hands of Chen. And finally, on the Puck, on the Fairy Dragon, is going to be Hug, the side lane solo specialist. And then over on the Scourge team, the team I was referring to when I said this is not an all-Filipino finals for the first time in many months. It is going to be a Thai team. Thailand being represented here. It is Neolution Esports, and they're going to run right into a big ganking squad here. Actually, defensive disruptions being popped to dodge the torrent here, and it looks like it's going to be Neolution Esports thrown onto the back foot. It's going to be the Ancient Apparition who goes running, who goes fleeing from the Weaver aggression, from the 4 heroes who are at the top lane. 4v3, not a favorable favorable position for these Neolution Esport heroes. They are going to be playing this as safe as possible, hugging their tower for now. So introducing the Thai team, Neolution Esports. It is going to be the Naga Siren in the hands of Intrizo. We've got Kunkka being played by Bawley. We've got Ancient Apparition being played by Noxum. It is going to be a support Kunkka, not a support Naga Siren. So Naga Siren going to be farming at the top lane. We've got Lion in the hands of Taji as the solo mid. And then finally, Windrunner, KYT, playing that bottom lane solo up against the puck. So 1v1 at bottom, tri-lane versus tri-lane at top, solo versus solo at mid. This is your conventional Dota, even matchups in every single lane. But no matchup is perfectly even. Every matchup has its quirks, has its one-sidedness, and bottom lane, it's probably winner with the slightly better last hitting, slightly better spam. Mid lane, Lion has the range to harass, but DK can actually spam the Lion back a bit. And I have to say, this is a relatively even lineup. I mean, DK is going to be bottle crowing. He's got the magic stick as well to start things off with. He's going to be okay in this mid lane if he can get that bottle up and get the bottle crow action happening. Top lane, I've got to say, Sentinel with the advantage here. For one thing, they've got a Shadow Demon in the trial lane. And the thing is, if Naga Siren ensnares someone to try set for torrent, Shadow Demon can use the disruption, either on himself or on whoever gets ensnared, to make the torrent miss. And that is a big thing to take into account here. It's going to be hard for them to actually get this Scourge trial lane combo working. And then you have a Dirge. Dirge is one of the best trial lane versus trial lane heroes in the game. The Decay can hit multiple heroes, stealing so much strength and just giving Dirge a lot of damage done to multiple heroes. And you've got the Tombstone. Tombstone is just absolutely fantastic for that, as we are going to see some D-ward attempts coming from Ancient Apparition. So far, unsuccessful. He's going to have to put another sentry down on the other side here. He's not going to be in range. There we go. Oh, he is in range. Oh, that's a long range on that sentry. Must have just managed to see it. Really well placed. He'd be caught just on the edge there. So a well placed sentry coming from the Ancient Apparition will just manage to de-ward that Noxum. And for those of you saying it is laggy, guys, try a different quality. Try refresh. Try 360p. Even try 720. Trying a higher quality sometimes is better. It makes no sense, but it is sometimes better. There's plenty of people on 720p and they're not lagging at all. So try a different quality. Try something a bit different. We are going to see top lane. Trial lane versus trial lane. Can they find the openings? Can they find those kills? Got to keep asking yourself, who is going to strike first? Who is going to get those first kills? Lion finds a regen rune. He's up to 600 gold. He can bring his ball up if he wants. DK, similar situation, has his bottle up, and that's what he wants. That's what he needs. He's going to be couriering that out to him soon. Maybe waiting for a flying courier at this rate, as the two supports don't quite have enough gold. I think it's 220 needed to get those up, as we'll be seeing. The flying courier is coming. There we go. One's being bought. Actually, that's on the Scourge side. Have they got the double courier going? They've got only one for the moment, as far as I can see. And it looks like there is no courier heading down bottom. Windrunner in a lot of trouble, taking a lot of harass here. Forced back, does have a salve. He's going to have to pop that, but he's already chewing through all his mana as well. That's the other big thing. Whereas Puck still has mana to play with, and he's going to have his bottle being flown out very soon. DK's ball is on the way, and there's your other flying courier. Going to be heading down there. Puck with a flying courier now. And they're going to be putting Windrunner under a lot of pressure. Without Windrunner having Bottle Crow, he cannot win this bottom lane. He's going to get spammed down, and this is actually going to go Puck's way, despite what I said earlier, because of this Bottle Crow action that's going to be happening. Mid lane, DK, just happy to keep spamming this lane off probably now. I mean, he can just use that Flame Breath pretty much to spam on top of the line, not have to worry about mana issues because of his bottle. Lion, picking up Bracer and Boots, not even going for a bottle of his own. We are going to see whether or not Bayabas can get on top of this lane. He's up to level 4. He's about to hit level 5. There's your level 5, level 3 Flame Breath, and that's going to really harass hard onto this line, who's going to be looking to back off a bit for the moment being, as we do see this trialing. No openings as of yet. Ancient Apparition still with plenty of mana. Kunkka as well. They haven't even tried. They're both still sitting on full mana. It's not like I've missed some attempted aggression. They're just playing very passive, both teams. And the Central team, they know they want levels. Dirge isn't that effective in this trial at level 1, level 2, but once he gets to level 3, level 4, gets a few points in the Tomb, gets a point in Soul Rip as well as DK, that's where he can get really strong in a trial lane versus trial lane. So it's only really level 1 where they have to be careful, but level 1, they've always got the Disruption, so Disruption can prevent any kills from happening. So really, this is just a well thought out trial lane coming from the Sentinel side. And not to mention this mid lane, I feel this line is going to be struggling, and the Scourge team not bottle crowing against Pacific Emacs, who are just going to win the two solo lanes via Bottle Crow, I feel is going to be bad. DK can now start winning this mid lane. Puck can start winning this bottom lane. He's got a DD rune as well. This Windrunner is being outlast hit by a Puck as a result, and now we're going to see the similar thing happening at mid lane. The harass coming in. DK gets impaled. Lion's still level 5 though. This is not going to be easy for him, and especially when DK gets his ball back out. If DK lands a stun, followed by a Flame Breath and a few right clicks, that's a dead Lion. Lion's still level 5. He's going to be thinking, okay, I've got this lane. As soon as I hit level 6, I can go for a kill. But it's going to be DK who gets his bottle in just a second and puts Lion under low pressure. He picks up a null talisman though. That's going to give him some more survivability, some more mana to spam off. And we're going to see what happens at this mid lane, because DK is going to be looking for a kill soon. Similarly, so is Lion. Lion is just 2 or 3 creeps away. He's looking for the stun. He gets impaled. Perfect time to drop that impale. That would have been trouble for him. If he got stunned there, that would have been his death, I feel. But he's now going to get up to level 6. One more creep. There we go. He's level 6 now, and it's DK. He needs to spot that. He needs to be careful. Impale followed up by a couple right clicks could be the death of DK. In fact, it will be. He hasn't got enough HP to survive too much of a combo here. He wants to just tango up. He needs to get up to full HP as fast as possible. Wants that bottle out. Top lane. Tombstone Beast drop. Torrent going to hit the Weaver. Are we going to see an aggression here? Siren on the back foot here. The Beetle on him isn't going to get the kill. Poisons are being stacked. Weaver Shikuchi. This is going to be the end of Naga Siren. There's going to be your first blood. One more right click. Naga Siren goes down. He gets off a last nuke before he does. Torrent not going to land. Actually does land on the Dirge. It was looking for the Weaver. Weaver going to back off. Probably pop this salve. First blood picked up. And DK now healing himself up a bit. He's got his bottle flying back out. He drops down the Flame Breath. Continuing the harass on the Lion. This is not looking good for Neolution Esports. I feel like they are losing all 3 lanes right now. They're not heavily losing any of the lanes, but they're losing them all by small margins. So they're going to have to make some small adjustments, have some rotations around the map, and start turning things around. 28-10 CS on Puck, 15-5 on Windrunner. DK with 28 and 2, Lion with 29 and 3. So Lion's winning the CS wars at mid, but he's not really shutting down the DK at all. So mid lane's pretty much dead even right now. But I've just got to feel that DK is going to have some opportunities to maybe go for some kills at some point soon. Rune not spawning bottom, and that's going to be a rune that goes to the DK, or possibly not picked up yet. Level 4 Flame Breath now going to come into play at mid. Top lane Dirge is not actually the one farming. It's Weaver farming 27 creep kills, 15 on Naga Siren. So it's the Weaver out farming the Naga Siren and plenty of opportunities maybe for some kills to come soon. They don't want to use the disruption too offensively, otherwise it opens the possibility of some aggression coming from the Torrent set up by an ensnare, and no defensive disruption could be bad. DK looking for the kill at mid. He gets a stun. Flame Breath is level 4. He's under the tower though. Impale. Finger, there's not enough mana. He uses the Impale. He decides the Finger wouldn't have done enough damage. I have to agree. Finger wouldn't have got the kill, but it's bottom lane. Puck. Oh no, he's going to run right into this line. He wants to turn around. Lion though, he's low. He doesn't have enough mana for an Impale. Oh, he pops the phase shift too early. There was no Impale coming. He didn't actually have the mana for it, and Lion gets the revenge kill. Meanwhile, top lane, Tombstone goes down. Naga Siren in all kinds of trouble. He goes down. Ancient Apparition may be in trouble as well. Where is the Weaver? Does he have much mana? No, he's low in mana. Can't really go Shikuchi in. About to hit level 5 though. That's going to be another point in Shikuchi. A bit lower cooldown, a bit more damage. And Weaver looking good at this top lane. 32 creep kills. DK, this is going to be a tier 1 tower for him. Lion's TP'd back in. He's got the Impale. He's got the Finger as well by the looks of things. Managed to heal himself up, but the tower goes to the DK. Bayer Bust picks it up, and we're going to see him at the top lane. Big shout out to Carmella from Hug, apparently, as it is going to be Shadow Demon and Weaver at the top lane. Dirge as well, level 5 now. He's got some more Observer Wards for his team. Weaver now, Perseverance is up, going to give him HP and mana regen. And Dirge going to drop a ward behind the tower. That's what you want in these trial and burst trial and situations. You want that lane vision. Not to mention you can see anyone TPing in behind any possible gank. Something defensive disruption. But Kunkka, he waits for it. He's patient. The Torrent comes afterwards. And Weaver going to go down. Kunkka, what a play. Great decision making from Bali. Didn't drop it on top of the ensnare. Waited for the disruption. And then got the kill afterwards. Chen going down, but this is not over. Trouble for Naga Siren. The poison stacks. The DK is coming. And there's a Torrent, though. A second Torrent. Cold Feet. Is it going to land? It does. Dirge gets torrented up. Is there enough damage? DK's coming for a gank, though. And this is going to get turned around. Look at your HP. 12 HP. What are you doing? Magic Wand. DK, he heals himself up. Impale comes in from the line. He gets the kill. And now Lion going to look for more DK. Does he have a stun? He does. But he's going all out for the Kunkka. Lion, Finger of Death. He hexes the DK. The stun is already down, though. Can the DK get some more follow-up damage? He might change target here. Weaver is back, and this could be the end of Lion. The stun is going to come from a DK in just a second, and Lion completely out of mana. DK just right-clicking down. Flame Breath, going to land. Weaver with the right last hit with the Shikuchi. A bit of a trade going on at top, and I think Neolution Esports got one extra kill there, but the DK did come in and make something happen. Weaver came in after dying, picks up a kill. Really nice play at the top lane from both teams. Great teamwork and execution all around, as we will quickly bounce to the bottom lane where Puck is still continuing to farm 43 creep kills to only 27 on the Windrunner, and that means Puck going to be getting up some big farm. He hasn't gone for the phase boots that we've seen a few Pucks go for. He's almost got enough gold for those, in fact. That would give him even more harass damage, even greater ability to harass as well as last hit and just give him complete dominance over this lane. I feel it may be a smart decision to pick those up soon. We'll see if he does want to go for them, but right now he's just spamming the lane off with that constant bottle crow as DK at mid looking to put some more pressure onto this Naga Siren. Naga Siren really struggling for farm. Magic Wand is up with a Bassering, but it's top lane. Swarm goes down with the Tombstone. Ancient Apparition will drop. In return though, Taji at bottom. Lion picking up a kill on the puck with the help of Windrunner. That's the hero you need to get a puck with. 2 heavy disabled. Lock him down. But they will be losing a top tier 1 tower by the looks of things in exchange. And I don't know if BadBurn can actually... Well, sorry, I don't know if Neolution can actually stop BadBurn from taking this tier 1 tower. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to react. They're just going to try to put a little bit more pressure on the other lanes. Get a bit more farm wherever they can. And it's going to be Weaver with the last hit. Gets himself closer and closer to his big item, which is going to be the Lincoln Sphere first by the looks of things. He can pick up some treads with this Belter Giant strength as well. Mid lane though. Lion is there waiting. Lion with a quarterstaff. It is going to be your typical Lothar's Edge DK first. Kunkka sitting behind it. It's the Naga Siren as bait, but I don't know if he's going to be there in time. The Naga Siren gets instantly KO'd. Torrent, boat not going to land. Puck manages to dodge it, and now DK, oh, no stun coming in time. Lion on the back foot will get away. Puck decides to not chase. Does he have a Dream Call? It was recently dropped, so he's not going to have the Dream Call up at the moment. And he's hiding in the trees, waiting for an opening, waiting for DK to find that sun. DK, Flame Breath down, kills off some more creeps. He's going to use up all his bottle charges probably, send it back to base with his mana and HP fully reduced. And now it is going to be more pressure being applied. Just going to chip away at these towers maybe. Top lane, similar story. They're gone in. They want to get the kill on Naga Siren. Naga Siren, defensive Song of the Siren, just using that to escape. And that's going to prevent any more blood from being spilled at the top lane for now. For now, indeed. They may look to re-engage, but the creep wave is mostly dead, and now Kunkka has arrived, although Pacific Emacs do not know that. Park at bottom. He's up to 51 creep kills, so farming very, very well. Mid lane, Lion's going to need a DK. Does he have Finger of Death? AA ultimate. This will be enough damage. They need a finger. There we go. They've got a finger. KYT picks up the kills. Windrunner with a power shot. So much AoE nuke. That makes DK look damn freaking squishy. And now it is going to be a rotation towards the top lane. They're looking for some kills. Ensnare finds Shadow Demon. He uses the disruption offensively. That's going to set up a Torrent with the Shackle Shot as well. And this is going to be the end of Shadow Demon. He goes down, knocks him, picks up the kill. That's the Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition, though, going to go down just a second now. He doesn't have the survivability needed. Weaver with the kill. The Beetle with the right-click damage, lowering the armor. He gets shackled. 2 hero shackle. Torrent on the Dirge. Weaver in trouble. He's got the time lapse, so he does manage to pop it. Shikuchi's away, and it looks like Dirge will go down. The Lion picking up that kill. No, it's actually Kunkka picking up that kill. The Lion providing the disable, and Weaver on the run, salving himself up. Going to be revealed by these creeps in a second, but he's got plenty of movement speed to continue to run away. Puck at bottom, going for the tier 1 tower. Looks like he will have the tier 1 tower. The backup is not coming. They're going to need TPs now. The problem is the TP in would be TPing right into the Puck as well as the Weaver, and it is going to come. Ancient Apparition is there. He needs to be careful. Although it looks like the Puck, using his orb up already, is not going to go for this kill. He definitely could, though. Weaver as well as Puck can turn this around with a Dream Coil. They decide no. They decide against it. The tier 1 tower is not going to be worth it, and Lion is coming from behind. He orbs his way out. Ancient Apparition ultimate, not going to land. It falls short. Puck now on the run. Phase boots up on Lion. Can he catch up? Can he get away? He stops for a second. He sends the bottle back. He's going to be okay for now, and he's turning around. Lion, Purge, silence from Puck. He goes back in. What a play. Puck knowing his limits. Puck going back in. Puck getting this kill. Spot on. And now it's DK at mid. Looking for the Naga Siren. And this Naga Siren taking so much harass. One more right click with a Flame Breath. He gets it. Illusions get popped, and DK, he's got the movement speed, he's got the treads, and he's going to get the kill. Naga Siren goes down. Shadow Demon getting, taking a few right clicks from the Ancient Apparition, but they're going to go right back in. They're going to be looking for him. Soul Catcher is there. Torrent is going to land on the DK. Slow his advances, but there's a disruption, and there is a dead Ancient Apparition, more importantly. Another gank, which is just absolutely spot on. And now we're going to see the push coming on this tier 2 tower. They're going to chip away at the DK ulti form only with about 10-15 seconds, but a couple right clicks, you get the corrosive attack, you get that poison damage, you can chip away at it, and DK going to want to just do that slowly, although for now he's backing off, he's playing it safe. Jotan Aiko says hug. Hug apparently wanted me to come to the Philippines. He invited me to the Philippines. He said he would give me a hug if I came to the Philippines, so I'm going to hold him to that. When I get to the Philippines, he has to give me a hug. Biobus on the DK. Playing a fantastic game so far. He has gone down a couple times, or one time actually, that one time at mid where he got burst down. But we're going to see a Lothar's Edge completed on him. He's going to now have a great initiation. And he's going to maybe go looking for this line at mid lane. Oh man. This could be bad for the line, but DK for the moment looks like he's not going to be too sneaky. He's going to not reveal that he has the Lothar's Edge. It's actually bottom lane where they pick up KYT, the winner, and the T1 tower probably going to go down. It hasn't actually been denied. It's sitting on deny range. Ancient Apparition doesn't want to go in because the tombstone is in fact there, and that's just going to be some zombies, which is XP as well as some farm for it. The zombies do give actually some decent XP as well as farm, especially when you're a low-level support. But this tier 1 tower, now in deny range. Puck going to be going for it, but Kunkka is there. He hasn't got the big plus damage. He's playing as support. He's gone for the X-Torrent. Puck actually not going to get it, but it goes to the Sentinel. He dodges the Torrent, but he's not going to dodge the Hex Impale Finger combo. Not even going to need a Finger of Death here by the looks of things. There's enough right-click damage as it is. Noxism. The Ancient Apparition gets the kill, but meanwhile, mid lane, DK pops the ultimate bomb. Going to go for this tower. Tier 2 tower going down. DK Fire Bus picking up the kill, and elsewhere top lane we do see Weaver chipping away at the tier 2 towers. Pacific E Max just applying pressure all over the map, putting on damage left, right and center, as we'll see whether or not Weaver can finish this off. The Ancient Apparition ultimate flying in is going to slow down this push, but is it going to slow it down enough? Is it going to provide enough pressure? Doesn't look like it for now, because there's going to be more heroes swinging top to make sure that they do get this tower. Dirge has picked up an urn. Shadow Demon just with boots and bracer, but going to be providing Weaver with some backup if needed. Naga Siren is there, but he's the only one who is in fact there. Well, no, I take that back. Winrunner is coming in, looking for a shackle shot, not going to land. Tower gets down to deny range. Are they going to go for the deny? Are they going to try sneak in this last hit? The supports decide to actually come back, do some shopping. Shadow Demon, Arcane Boots as well on Dirge, so they get double Arcane Boots, but as a result of not helping out the top lane, the top tower will get denied. They could have maybe helped out the Weaver, make sure they get the last hit there, but I think they just decided they can avoid these fights for now. They can play it safe. They can just wait for their opportunities to arrive. If they lose a tower, or if they see a tower get denied, it's okay. It's still a bit of gold. It's still some map control going their way. Although, speaking of map control, Neolution Esports deward the clip and get some more vision for themselves, as we will see towers dropping. Only one tier 2 tower is left. Currently, not a single tower going to Neolution Esports. It's almost what is a 5-0 tower lead. It's almost a 6-0 lead with all the outer towers going down, as Neolution Esports are finding themselves in a bad position. They're behind, and they need to make something happen. Lion needs to start getting more involved. He needs his Force Sufferer, his Blink Dagger. He's been as involved as he can be. He's 4-2 with a handful of assists as well. Currently sitting on 3 assists. He needs a Blink Dagger. He needs a Force Sufferer. He needs the initiation. DK at mid. He's got the Lothar's Edge. If an ensnare hits, so he pops to sleep to lead things off. Are there sentries? Is there dust? It doesn't look like it. There's an immediate Hex. Impale as well, but he's already popped the Lothar's Edge. Power Shot not going to come as well, but the Ancient Apparition. All the AoE spells did hit. The Impale, including the other spells, but DK, Lothar's, Invis-red. He's lucky they didn't have dust or sentry, otherwise he would have gone down. The last sentry was actually used to deward up here by the looks of things. Ancient Apparition has another, but he wasn't there. They needed to wait for the Ancient Apparition, but he wasn't nearby. He didn't have a TP. He couldn't actually make it there. Bottom tier 2 tower, probably going to go down. And this is not looking good for Neolution Esports. They're not in position to defend. In fact, they're lurking around mid lane where DK is looking for another kill perhaps. He's invis. Oh, dewarding constantly happening. They saw the ward go down. They will deward it. Deward's happening everywhere. This spot here, they're looking for that lane ward. They got the base ward. They got the high ground ward. This dewarding from Neolution Esports has been absolutely spot on precision. But the problem is, dewarding alone will not win you games. You need to win your lanes. You need to push towers. You need to win those fights. And right now, all of that is happening for Pacific Emax, the former BadBurn. Team Tell Me Why is just not having one of their games, and it is not going their way for now. We will have a request for a save. And now, where are we going to be headed? It looks like it is going to be Pacific Emax with its advantage. Will they go for the Roshan? Where's DK? Must be picking up a new big item soon. BKB probably it will be. He's got 2 pieces. BKB, Recipe, Mithril Hammer, and his Ogre Axe. I'm pretty sure he almost has enough gold. Well, that's on him. That's him. 400 gold away from a BKB. And then it's going to get even more difficult for Neolution Esports. They're really going to struggle at that point to win any sort of a fight. They're heavily reliant right now on the Power Shot, Shackle Shot combo, the Torrents to land, the Boat as well to do damage, the Ancient Apparition ultimates. All of this will be negated by a BKB. And Puck as well. Blink Dagger initiation. It's just getting harder and harder for Neolution Esports, the Thai boys. They made it to the grand finals, but making it that far is not enough to get that gold medal. You've got to continue. You've got to endure. This has been a long day for everyone. For the teams, they've been here all day long for the most part. For the commentators like myself, I've been here since 9 a.m. and we are now well into the evening, and I've been here since 9 o'clock in the morning casting games, casting for you guys, but it has been truly worth it. Truly exciting day and some fantastic matches. And hopefully this grand final series will deliver as well. What have Neolution Esports got up their sleeves? They need to dig deep. They need to find some solutions to this great farm that is coming all over the Pacific side. And right now, it just doesn't look like there are any answers for them. Or at least they're not finding them. Chen as well, another hero who's been, I haven't even been talking about him. Weaver, Lincoln Sphere, 2.6k gold on top of that. It's not just the DK who's getting ridiculously farmed and the Puck who's getting great useful items up for his initiation with his Blink Dagger up. It's the Weaver. 3k gold, you're looking at a relic up fairly soon. And Roshan is going to go down. DD room for the DK. The medallion up on the Shadow Team. We're going to make this Roshan drop very, very quickly. Puck orbs himself in, and there's no way that Neolution can stop this. Even if they knew before it even started that it was going to happen, they could not stop this. If this was Minority Report, and they had that little memo that Roshan was going to die, it's not something they could prevent. Roshan will go down. We're not going to try spam it off though. Power Shot going to miss, and Roshan, Medallion, DK double damage rune, goes down. And it is going to see a push towards the middle lane. Puck going to orb it down. Keep the creep span going. They've got all these heals. Look at this. I don't know if they've got a mech up yet, but it looks like they've got the urns from the Dirge, which have been healing them up. They've also got the Soul Rip. They've got all these freaking urns. And DK can just get constantly healed up. We'll maybe see Dirge throw another heal. Shackle shot. Hits 2. Not going to see an engagement. Or will we? Torrent. Ancient Apparition. Ultimate. Actually, I think the damage misses the DK for the most part. DK going to be okay. Shadow Demon. Same can be said there, but they need to back off. They need to play it safe. I think they'll just go off, back off, heal, farm up some neutrals, and wait for Weaver to finish off his Radiance, because he's up to 3.6k gold, another 1500, and they'll have a Radiance on top of that, and they'll be looking very, very scary. As bottom lane, the Puck, Hug, 1800 gold. And it's going to be his 4 stuff up soon, or possibly Necrobook, Dagon, wherever he wants to go. Mid lane, Windrunner. Ooh, got very, very low. Kept alive though. Windrunner's out of there. BKB up on DK. His tier 2 tower may be going down soon. He's got the level 2 ulti form. Going for the AoE, decided he's had enough of the corrosive attack. Is gonna... Ooh, he gets hit by the torrent. Cold Feet to follow. He Lothars his way away. Gives him the bonus movement. Helps him get out faster. And as fast as possible, as we will see. Ancient Apparition gets engaged on. BKB is up. You can't shackle that Windrunner. And DK gets a free kill. Does cost him a BKB charge, but not a bad trade. I mean, any kills they can get is just, I mean, more deficit for Neolution Esports. More time where Weaver is just farming away. More time where he's getting closer and closer to that Relic and Radiance. And more time where DK is spending farming. And DK going to pick up a Hyperstone, I believe, in just a second. Now, he's going to use this ball. He's going to sell it, and then he's going to get the Hyperstone. And that is going to be more attack speed for him, more damage, and more pushing potential as he gets closer and closer to his Assault Cuirass. Bayabus, the Guava, on the DK. He was the MVP of the last GEST IDC on his Morphling. This month, it's been his DK. From one carry hero to the next. First Morphling, now DK. Managed to pull his team into a clutch win with the Game 3 Grand Finals last month was a throne race where his DK managed to beat iZone Gigabyte's throne attempt. iZone Gigabyte actually got mega creeps, but their throne went down regardless, and it was all on the back of the Morphling of Bayabus. This month, his DK solo mid has been absolutely flawless, winning lanes, dominating up the farm, and just controlling the mid to late game, and really getting great item progression. So we're going to see Neolution Esports look to make something happen though. That's what they need to do. Blink Dagger, that's what I was talking about. The initiation needs to come from the line. He's got his Blink Dagger up. Didn't go for the 4 stuff, went for the Blink Dagger. I think that's a fine choice. And we'll see whether or not he can use that. Hug loves Carmella, apparently. Hey man, where's my love, Hugs? Where's my love? Shadow Demon, 700 gold on him. We may want to see a mech being bought by some of these heroes. I mean, a hero like Dirge, he's got the Arcane Boots. There we go, Lion runs right in, he gets banished up. He's going to get silenced as well. This is not where Lion wants to be. He's going to get absolutely KO'd. Kaji goes down. Dirge, though, Ancient Apparition Ultimate. The boat lands as well. He's going to drop, I think. The Shadow Effect should kick in. Should kick in. Should kick in. Doesn't kick in. He doesn't go down. He stays alive somehow. And Kunkka at mid goes down. Puck orbing in. Silence goes as well. The Waning Rift doing some additional damage to the Ancient Apparition. He's not going to go down for now. Shackle's shot. Weaver and the Shadow Demon. There's no torrent. Nothing to follow it up. No additional damage. And now Weaver, with 5k gold, has enough for a Relic and Radiance. Naga Siren just going to try to slow down the push using the Song of the Siren, but it's not going to be enough. This is not going to be looking good. This Pacific Emax team is just absolutely cruise control mode. DK still with an Aegis. They're going to go start chipping away at this tower, and we're going to see that Radiance being bought by Weaver, I imagine. He's bought the Radiance recipe. Surely he has. Surely he has. Yes, he has. And now all he needs is the Relic. And with this tier 3 tower, that'll be the extra gold he needs to get that, or possibly just a couple of creeps here. He's got enough gold now. And well, 20 gold away, as we will see Shackle Shot attempt. Not going to land. It actually breaks the Lincoln Sphere, though. So still okay. And Weaver, though, going to just pick up that Radiance in a second now. There we go. It's just sitting there waiting. 5 more gold needed for the Weaver. And he's going to farm out, push out that top lane. Pacific Emax. Can they do it? Can they take game 1? And can they then move on to take game 2? Win themselves another championship title for GEST IDC. 2 in a row here. Not to mention to add to their numerous GMPGL leagues, the Gigabyte Mineski Pro Gaming League championships. They've won 2 or 3 there as well. Not to mention back-to-back champions that I can recall. They forced Mineski to drop down to Class S from Class A. They have been absolutely a top force, a top contender here in the Philippine scene. Bottom lane. And it is going to be DK. Chipping away at these creep waves. Torrent's just being used to get whatever creeps Kunkka can. Uh-oh. DK in trouble. He probably will go down. May have to see a Finger of Death being used. Nope, Lion decides against it. Not going to drop a finger. Interesting choice there. I guess he thought because the Aegis was there, he wants to save the Finger of Death. But even just getting an Aegis, even if you have to use a finger for it, wouldn't be a bad trade. He gets healed up though. The initiation from Puck is there. Windrunner in all sorts of trouble. So is the Kunkka. This looks like 2 kills. Windrunner pops the mech, keeps him alive a bit longer. That's going to actually save the Windrunner. But they do lose Bally, the Kunkka. And it is going to be DK in the front lines. He doesn't really want to die. He's got the Aegis, but it means he'll respawn without the ulti form. And they will back off. The Tombstone is still down. And now DK just going to right click away. He's being healed up by the Dirge. The Soul Rip as well as the Urn Shard is just being used in combination. And this is going to be a tier 3 tower, possibly even a Rax. Weaver now arrives. Radiance, Lincolns, 2k gold. Oh man, the former BadBurn team. It looks like they will take this game. Shackle Shot, Power Shot, going to chip away at Firebass. It looks like he may go down. Defensive Disruption. This Shadow Demon spot on so far. Lion coming from behind. He's in trouble though. He looked like he was in a good position. So many of those heroes were damn freaking low, but it's not enough. And now the heroes are just going down one by one, dropping like flies. Puck is going to take it. I mean, being hit by the A ultimate, it's hurting. It's chipping away at him, but it's not going to be enough. And now it's once again Neolution Esports on the back foot, possibly losing a Rax. DK has lost his Aegis, but he's still just chipping away at the Raxes. Weaver dodges the Torrent, now going to go right-clicking away on the Rax. Melee Rax will go down. Looks like the range Rax should follow if they want it. It's theirs to take. Will they back off? There's 2 heroes down. This should be a free Rax here, but it looks like they may just back things off, even sort of swing around towards the mid lane where there's no tier 3 towers defending, just the Raxes that are fair. And it looks like DK just going to go for kills here. He is feeling confident. Flame Breath, Waning Rift, another kill, and Puck going to be looking to continue to clean up. Weaver as well, right clicking away. Kunkka going down to half HP. The range Rax will go down. They can swing mid if they want. And DK going to have his ulti up soon as well. Actually, no, it says 65 seconds. I'm not sure if that's a bug. I think there's a bug with the DK ulti cooldown thing. I think because of the way it works, it's only going to be another 20 or 30 seconds, even though it does say 57 seconds. I don't think that's the true cooldown of it. We'll see though. Oh, Don Man caught out in no man's land, gets taken down. Lion, though, going to be paying the price for it. Weaver going to get one more right click. That's all they need. And Kunkka as well. Double kill. Mega kill. Chen doing the business. And another kill for the champions, Pacific Emacs, but they do need to win a game number 2. Game number 1 is not enough. They are going to have the GG calls, and game number 1 gonna go to your returning champions, gonna go to the Filipino teams who have been dominating GEST IDC since we started them in February. We've only had one non-Pinoy champion, and that was Orange Esports back in April. We'll see if Pcfc.BadBurn can continue the trend. Pacific Emacs, I should be saying, formerly known as BadBurn. Can they continue the trend? Can they continue their dominance? They've got one more game to win, and they've got 2 chances at it. Game number 2, gonna be coming soon, guys. Pacific Emacs looking to be in a fantastic position. Fire Bus, the Guava on the DK, fantastic game on him. The try line at top, the support play was spot on, and the puck at bottom, actually managing to beat a windrunner. Hug, the side lane solo specialist, some great gameplay coming out from him, and it is going to be a game number 2 coming your way soon, guys, as we just wrap up the last few kills here. I assume there are still some players in the game. Looks like they are slowly drizzling on out. We'll see the throne dropping soon. As I just want to get these last few kills here, make sure they do take that throne down, make sure they seal the deal. As Pacific Emacs, what can Neolution do in game number 3? They need to bounce some heroes, but the problem is against a versatile carry player like Barbas, if they ban his DK, he goes to something like the Morphling instead. They pick up maybe a Queen of Pain Soul. There's so many options for Pacific that they've shown. I mean, last month it was the Techies. This month they're not playing with their Techies player, but they've still got plenty of options. They run the Weaver as well. They've got options left, right, and center. I'm sure they can run the Invoker Soul in mid as well. I'm sure they can play a Templar Assassin, Naga Siren. They've just got all these trademark heroes that they can play, and as a result, it makes it so hard to pick, so hard to ban against them. We'll see what Neolution Esports can do. Game number 2, Grand Finals, coming up soon, guys. I am GGnet GoDz. You can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/GGnetGoDz, Twitter, twitter.com/GGnetGoDz, or YouTube, youtube.com/GoDz Studios over there on the right. That's where you'll find all the VODs from this month's GEST IDC. Guys, it's been fun. It's been a great weekend. We've got at least one more match for you. Game number 2 coming up soon.